All right. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, October the 11th. Man, we are 4 days. Next Tuesday, we start AEP for Medicare. And then we're 19 days, 20 days away from ACA open enrollment. Oh, man, life is going to get tough. Okay, life ends pretty much in the sense of, hey, I have a life outside of work because now it is game on. We are going to start working to build the book for the rest of the year. Oh man, how exciting. All right, guys, Luis Moreno here. I appreciate you guys being here with Think Medicare, Think ACA. All topics Medicare and ACA will be discussed. So, man, I'm excited and look forward to this. Having a ton of fun. Okay, so what's topic number one? Let's focus on how do you get ready for AEP? So, what's the latest and greatest? What's compliance rules? What do I have to deal with? So let's do Medicare AEP. All right. So Medicare AEP, the biggest thing, and we've already had to deal with this for more than a year, is the SOA 48-hour rule. Okay. Realize that you have to do this, guys. All right. You don't have a choice. All right. So it is a big must. Without this, it's just not a good thing. Okay. So 48-hour rule. So you get the SOA and you however you collect it from that time, 48 hours later, you can have your appointment with your senior. Okay. There's a couple of exceptions. There's three. Number one, they call in. Hey, the senior calls you, you can knock it out. No, you still need the SOA. You just don't have to do the 48-hour wait. If they walk into your office, okay, that's another exception. And then the third one, which kind of hard to use, it's very unique, is within 4 days of a valid election ending. Okay, that's it. No other rules. Guys, do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And then secondly, also post your comments on the chat. Okay, I will look at the comments and answer any questions that you got. All right, so that's what you got to do. That's the only thing you've got to do. Oh, and finally, I forgot. So if you're not doing a face-to-face, you have to record your conversation. Okay, they don't care about the video, they care about the audio. But if you Zoom it, you might as well get both. Okay, and you have to make sure that you, in the first minute, that you put out that TPMO disclaimer. All right. If you're using Sunfire Connector, as soon as the call connects, it pops up. You plug in your zip and it will give you the disclaimer. You've got to read the disclaimer in the first part of that. And then after that, you rock and roll and you do your job. Okay. That's Medicare AEP compliance. All right. That's something you just got to deal with. Now, let's go to ACA compliance. I will tell you about ACA right now, guys. It is nuts. Okay. CMS is very, very trigger happy with suspending agents. Okay. They must have been, well, I know they faced a ton of criticism and now they're just pulling the trigger with insured complaints. If you don't have a way to prove that you've collected consent or confirmation, and I'll explain what those two are, you're going to get suspended from writing new business. So you don't want to get suspended during the annual enrollment. Not a good thing. All right. So I'm going to go back to ACA and I'm going to share a tool with you guys. Okay. I'm going back to Medicare and I'm going to share a tool that I think is super important. Let me get this thing ready for you all. Okay. All right. Here we go. I think this is a really good tool for you guys to have. All right. Share screen. Let's go here. All right. Check this out. All right. I started using this. It's called RetireFlo. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Here's what you do. You have two different modules, ACA and Medicare. Okay, we're going to do Medicare first. On the Medicare module, which is a survey, you have a short and then the regular one. Highly recommend, if you're going to do this, only get the short. Okay, look at this thing. What happens here, guys, is you get a link, and I'm going to share that link. I'm going to show you what the client sees. Okay, but when you send this link out to your client, it's going to ask them questions on their meds, doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies. You're going to collect the permission to contact, their info, and a scope of appointment. You can use this longer one to collect more crap, but man, just do the short one. Okay, if you're going to do ACA, very similar to the short Medicare short, but here you're going to get smoking status, you're going to collect income, and you're going to get that consent that is so vital. All right, now here I'm going to put the code on the chat. There is the code. It costs $50 a month for each module. If you use this code, you get 40% off. So it's $29 a pop. Okay, I'm going to share what this thing looks like. Give me 1 minute. Okay, let's do the Medicare one first. All right, I'm going to share what the Medicare one looks like. All right, so this is what your client gets if you decide to do this, guys. Okay, so you send them this link. You're going to have your own personal link. You'll upload your logo over here. You put your face on here, and then this is what it does. This is how quick it is. Get started. Okay, hey there, I'm Luis Moreno. I have a couple optional questions, and you hit let's go, and then you're going to type your name, John Smith. Okay, that's the senior's name. Remember, they're doing this themselves. Okay, hey John, let's get started. Perfect. What's your email? John@nomail.com. Perfect. What's your address, John? Okay. Okay, there we go. It finds their address here for you. Okay, it's working a little slow, but it's working now. Put your phone number. All right, so you collect some information. Let's put your pharmacy, John. Okay, perfect. Hit search. It finds the pharmacy. You select it. You hit add. Okay, perfect. You're good to go. Let's look at your prescriptions. We're going to add a prescription. Add. Now you get to choose your dosage, okay, and your quantity and how often you take it. And you hit OK. All right, all my information. You can also, let's go back, and they can also choose, I don't take any medications. All right. Now let's go talk about the doctors. So it's going to ask about the hospital. Choose your hospital. Okay, then we're going to ask about the primary doctor, Mary Smith. Okay. And then we're going to add a specialist, Marco Smith. And let's go pick maybe cardiologist. Hit OK. Let's wrap this up. We got the scope here. Pretty cool. Okay, John Smith. John Smith. John Smith. John Smith. Okay. They pick the signature that they want to use. Sign and complete. Boom. Done. That's how quick it is. Now, what's going to happen here is I'm going to get an email, and I'm going to open up the email. It's going to take me to the submission center. I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to sign it. And now I've got everything that I need to do my job. Very, very cool. It makes you look like a pro. Okay, let's look at the medical RetireFlo or the ACA RetireFlo. The ACA one, very similar, guys. Okay, I'm doing the ACA one right now. Okay. John Smith. Let's get started. We collect an email. Okay, tell us about your household. How many household members do you claim on your tax return, including yourself? Okay, let's say a family of 4. No, we want to make this easy. Let's do a family. Let's just do 2. Okay, Name is John and date of birth. Okay, tobacco, no. Projected income, 50K. And this is self. Does this member require coverage? Okay, let's add John Et. Okay, non-smoker, 25,000. Okay, this would be spouse. Require coverage. Yes, good to go. All right, prescriptions, and this is for John. Does John any prescriptions? Okay, sure. Let's go in here and add meds. Let's do the Cinepril. Same scenario as the other one. Prescriptions complete. Pharmacies, same thing. Okay. Let's go to the hospital, doctors, whatever. You get the point here. Okay, continue. Okay, I go. Come on. Continue. Okay, now I'm talking about the wife. I'm not going to mess with the wife here. Let's continue. Okay, we're almost done. They enter the address, phone number. Anything else? I want the best plan in the universe. Okay, perfect. Boom, done, over with. Let's wrap it up. CMS requires we get your consent. Let's rock and roll. Type your name, John Smith. It's got everything here. Give permission to Luis Moreno, blah, blah, blah. Name of contact, John Smith. Everything's pre-filled, sign and complete. I got my consent. Yes. Okay, I get an email here in a minute. I'm going to share with you what those emails look like. All right, let me share here real quick. Sharing, present, here we go. And I'll answer some questions here. Window, here we go. All right, there's my email that I got. You received a new submission on RetireFlo from John. I can click here to view it, and I do my thing, guys. Man, how cool is that? Pretty darn cool, at least in my opinion. I'm wowed very easily. All right, Ivan, let's get to some questions. Neil, can you show how RetireFlo shows up in Agent CRM? Here's the problem, guys. Very similar. You get to use RetireFlo in Agent CRM. I can't show it because it'll show all my contacts, and then YouTube will flag this video. The only problem with the RetireFlo inside of Agent CRM is you don't get to use the 40% discount. But you get the ability to now mass send this out to all your people. What I'm doing is you go find your people. Okay, you should have tagged all of your people that are Medicare. You tag them with Medicare sold, Medicare Advantage sold, Med Sub sold, whatever you're using. You pull all those people up in a smart list. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just get with a help desk on there. So you pull all those people up, create a smart list by tag. You go find the tag Medicare, and then you just create an email to be sent to all of them. And you put, hey, custom value, you put the contact first name. It'll pre-fill it. This is Neil. I am going to, AEP is around the corner. It's 4 days away. I'd love to help you look for a new plan or revalidate that your plan that you're on is still a good one. Would you please fill out this information? I've sent the link here. It takes you less than 5 minutes to fill out. You post your link, and now you send them to all your people. Okay. Once you get, here's one that I've got, guys. Okay. I've got one right here that I'm working on. Once you get them, you can save them to their file, upload them into Agent CRM. You just got to do it manually. And if you're wondering, Luis, what the heck is Agent CRM? Okay. On here, guys, I'm going to post the information to Agent CRM. All right. Copy this. In fact, I'm going to try to, nope, I can't copy the data here. You know what? I'll pull it from over here. Get in there and use my link, guys. It's the same price as if you went direct. The beauty here, at least you get all of my workflows. Okay. All right, there you go. All right, let's go to the next question, Ivan. All right, Derek. Hey, Luis, I'm new to Medicare. I'm getting contracted with carriers for 2025. Do I also need to contract for 2024? No, you do not. Okay. So the contract is the contract. When you can't do AHIP 2024 anymore, you're going to be doing AHIP 2025. Okay. I'm going to pull up the discount code. So I'll save you a little bit of money here. Let's see. I wonder if I already got this. Let me pull. Give me 1 minute. AHIP. Nope, I don't have it. Okay, I'm going to pull it up right now. AHIP discount code. If you use this code, you will get a little. I'm going to create a banner. Give me 1 minute, guys. All right, there it is. I'll put it in the chat also. This will save you $50 on the course. So instead of paying $175 for AHIP, you'll pay $125 if you use that one. When you do your AHIP for 2025, that will allow you to sell 2024. You want to check with your carriers and make sure that you're good to go. All right. So just don't take my word for it. Go do your AHIP. You're going to do your certification and then ask the carrier, hey, I have the possibility of enrolling somebody for November the 1st and December the 1st. Based on what I've already done, am I ready to sell for 2024? Okay. All right. That's what you want to do. Okay. Do I also need to come? Now, in the Medicare world, guys, there are no AORs allowed. Okay. So that's an ACA thing. And I'm hoping that has really come down to a screeching halt. Okay. Really, really good thing. They're not doing a lot of AORs anymore. So with Medicare, no such thing as an AOR change. Okay. All right, let's continue. Let's go to the next question. Derek, if you want to follow up, man, hit me up with another question. Armando, new to healthcare, do you recommend doing both ACA and Medicare? Why not? Okay, if you've got the ability, you wear two different hats depending on your insured. Over 65, Medicare hat. Under 65, ACA hat. The problem, and this is really a you problem, you being the agent problem, is you have to keep your contracting. You know, a lot of these carriers, it's two different contracts. Like, for example, United has a contract for ACA and a contract for Medicare. And when you're doing both at the same time, you don't know what the heck you're doing. So agents get all jacked up, and that's a you problem. Okay, which now you start pushing that on whoever your upline is, and you make it the problem of your upline because you can't manage it. So I would say do this. Number one is get set up with one or the other first. Then get all that complete, get your certifications complete, get ready to sell, and then move on to the other one. You decide which one you want to do. But don't do them at the same time because you're not going to be able to keep up. You have no clue what they're sending you, okay? Whether it's Medicare or ACA, and then you will jack yourself up. So that's my opinion. Next question. From my tocayo, the other Luis. Hi, Luis. I'm getting contracted both Heartland and Pivot. Can I get those from you and your team? Hell yeah, you can. So email me. I'm going to post my email here in the comments. All right. Pivot. I don't like using Pivot, man. I just don't. Whatever. Heartland National. Hell yeah. And guys, and if you're wondering what it is, AEP is around the corner, guys. If you don't have a HIP, a hospital indemnity plan to offer your people that you're selling Medicare advantages to, you're screwing your people over. Also, think about this. Preservation of your book of business. All right. If a client hypothetically walks into my office and they don't have a HIP plan, I'm going to throw you under the bus. And I'm probably other agents will too. They're going to be like, what? Your agent, Your agent didn't offer you a hospital indemnity? Wow. You got a crappy agent. Let me tell you why I do this. So a hospital indemnity plan from Heartland, or you can use other carriers. I just like using Heartland. A hospital indemnity with Heartland. What it does, guys, is it does this. At the very minimum, it's going to reimburse for costs that your insured is going to get on an MAPD. The hospital daily copay, the ER copay, and the ambulance copay. Match those up, dollar amounts and days, to what the MAPD has. For me on my HMOs, my premium for those three is about $11. It's a no-brainer. Okay, then I upsell. I add cancer. Okay, on cancer, it will write them a check for life-threatening cancer between 1,000 to 20, whatever they choose. I like doing 10K. What I tell my insurers is like, look, your out of pocket is $3,800. Cancer, you're gonna probably hit it twice in 1 year. That's $7,600. Write you a check for $10,000. That way you don't have to worry about costs, and then you pocket the rest. All right, it adds about $30-something in premium. So now I'm sitting in the $40 range. Not bad commission. So if you don't have Heartland National, email me. I just posted my email in the chat. Okay, I'll post it here again right now. Okay, hit me up on an email and I will send you over contracting. Make sure that you get, oh, there's my email scrolling on the bottom, guys. Send me an email and I will get you set up. The other thing I think you guys need to have is you should have Emeritus Dental and Vision. You want to offer that to your MedSup people because there's no dental and vision included in MedSup. You also want to offer it to your ACA people. ACA doesn't have dental and vision. It may have pediatric dental. It's crap. My opinion, crap. You need to be offering something outside of that. All right, Ivan, let's go to the next question. Dave, how are you handling if a standalone prescription plan like WellCare is best for your client? Oh, man, what a question. Man, that's a tough one. I'm going to do my best to not put them with WellCare. How about that one, Dave? I wish I had a better answer, but if it is what it is, but remember, Dave, we got to make a living. Unless you're sitting on a trust fund, man, you got to eat, right? So what am I going to do? I don't have WellCare in my portfolio of what I'm going to offer my clients, but that's me, all right? I got to pay bills. I got an office to run. I got employees to pay. I got 3 kids that are freaking expensive. Man, one kid can eat 30 Chick-fil-A nuggets by himself, and that thing costs $20, and he can do it every day. All right, so yeah, for me personally, I mean, I know we're supposed to be doing what's best for the client, but I want to do what's best for the client, but I also want to get compensated for my work. If they want WellCare, go get it. I'm out. I got to move on to somebody else. I don't have it. They don't pay commissions. I don't have it. Even though I do, I'm checking out of it. I got to make a living. Now, if you're selling on my MedSup, you're going to make money on the MedSup. Maybe you eat it on the PDP. So you yourself, Dave, have to make that decision. Me personally, I'm not going to throw it out there. I have other plans. I've got the United PDPs, which are now very expensive going forward in 2025. I have Cigna. I've got Humana. I got all the other carriers. I've got Aetna. I've got plenty of other carriers, and it is what it is, guys. Man, I wish I had a better answer for you, Dave. Yeah, but that's how I'm going to handle it. I'm just not going to offer it. If they're like, well, I want WellCare, bye, go get it. Okay, good luck. Try finding an agent that's going to sell you that. That's going to be another problem. They're going to have to enroll directly with the carrier. But if I do their MedSup and I don't have any other option, I'll probably do it. Next question, Ivan. North Carolina seems to have a sales quota of 50 members. Is it worth working on that state? If you live there, yes. So I did have an agent who didn't meet the 50 and he got canned. I think it's with Blue Cross. Okay. So you got to make sure that you produce. That's not our requirement. It's the carrier requirement. So if you only put 10 clients in there, you're going to get canned from that carrier. So you have to make sure that you have the intention of meeting that quota. This is for ACA guys, all right, not Medicare. Next question, Ivan. All right, let's see here. And we may not have a next question. Also, here's what I'm going to talk about, guys. I'm going to pull, again, just a little Medicare education here for you all. Okay. All right. So what's happening to Medicare next year? All right. So I pulled this from one of the carrier trainings that I did. Just so you know, there's no more donut hole. Okay. The max out of pocket went from 8 to 6 to 2. Huge. But what they did is they made the carriers eat that $6,000 difference. Okay. So because they have more exposure, they're going to make less of a profit. They're reducing some benefits, and that is per carrier. $0 prescription cost after or when you get into the catastrophic stage. And then there's this MP3 program, which is going to be a nightmare. All right. So think about your seniors. All right. So they have to go get a med and they can't afford the deductible, can't afford the copay, whatever. They smooth this out. So they take it and divide it by the number of months. And they, if it's $600 and there's 12 months, they charge them $50 a month. You think your senior's going to pay that every month? I mean, there's some that do take care of their business. Typical senior, they're not going to pay it next month. Now, this is something that's going to get arranged between the senior and the carrier, not the senior and the pharmacy. So if they go to the pharmacy and they see that one of their meds has to meet the deductible first, they're going to have to walk out of the pharmacy, go home, call the carrier, and get all this set up, and then go back to the pharmacy. What a nightmare. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just telling my seniors, you want to smooth out your copay and your deductible? Call the carrier. They'll take care of it for you. It's not my job. What happens when the senior doesn't pay? As far as what I have heard, no repercussions, and they won't cancel your plan. So what's going to happen? Seniors are not going to pay. I already know seniors. All right, I'm going to stop this one. Here is a better explanation of this. This is about the best one that I have found. That explains what's happening with the Part D from 2024 to 2025. All right, take a look at this thing. This is 2024. This is 2025. All right. 2024, we had a max deductible of $545. Some carriers chose to reduce it. Then you had stage 2, which is your initial coverage. You had a sum of money, $5,030, that was used to pay your meds. Once you used all your meds or all this money, you went into the donut hole where you paid 25%. And then you paid until all your costs equaled $8,000. All right. Fast forward, plans 2025 that we're going to start selling during AEP. It's gotten very simple. Here's what I think you guys should be saying. Look, Mr. Senior, we got some really cool stuff happening next year. No more donut hole. Man, it's going to be so easy to explain this. No more donut hole. You're done with it. Also, yes, your deductible went up, but check this out. The most that you'll pay is $2,000. And you're going to pay even less because, look, $590 is already built into the $2,000. So technically, you're only going to spend about $1,410. You're going to spend way less than the $2,000. This is awesome for you, Mr. Senior. That's it. All right. The deductible it's going to get set up for different tiers. Your 1s and your 2s, no. Your 3s, 4s, and 5s, yes. Some carriers may not include the 3s. It just depends. But man, how easy is this going to be for 2025? All right, Ivan, let's get into some questions. The third yogi. All right, let's be a yoga. Hey, man, I did broga for the first time. It's not easy, man. Ooh, I was hurting. Man, did it feel good. New agent there. We go through the entire sales process, but can't enroll until Tuesday. That is correct. You can explain, you can do everything that you've got to do, but do not take an application until Tuesday. Tuesday the 15th, you should already have scopes. On Tuesday, you can go in there and just sign and take off. Next question. Bob, when will you have the smart book ready? Guys, I have smart books, okay? A smart book is just back in the day, I'd walk around with a big binder with a bunch of crap in it, okay? And unorganized, I finally got my act together and I created 2 smart books, one for ACA, one for Medicare. The ACA 2025 is ready to go. English. I have a guy working on translating it for Spanish. If you want to get my smart book, guys, I'm going to post a link here. I put a lot of work into this, guys, and I will just tell you it's $100 for the smart book and per smart book, but it's one-time pay, guys. That's it. You buy it, and every year that I update it, you get an email. It's been updated. You download it, print it, you're good to go. It's downloadable. It's a PDF. Okay, so the ACA Smart Book, as soon as I get the Spanish, I'll push it out. The Medicare Smart Book, I don't have ready yet because CMS has not confirmed the numbers yet. Last year, we got numbers, official numbers. This year, election year, who knows? All right, so as soon as I get the numbers from CMS for Medicare, I will update all my pages on there, and then we'll push it out. Next question. What do we do with a prospect that qualifies for Medicaid? Man, that is completely changing for 2025. Here's the deal. You don't have to worry about that right now. There's FIDE and HIDE. In fact, pretty much what it means, guys, is that going forward in 2025, you're going to have to align the carrier to the carrier that is administering Medicaid. Right now, United is a big player, at least in Texas. In Texas, we have 3 Medicaid administrators: Molina, United, can't remember the third. So after OEP, okay, if you want to enroll somebody into a dual plan, there's going to have to be, if they have United Medicaid, they will need to have a United dual plan. That's it. They have Molina, they have to do Molina. They have the other one, I can't remember the third one, but that is specific to Texas. Okay. Does not apply to you guys during the AEP. And I don't even think it applies during OEP. It's after OEP where this is going to go into effect. So we'll have lots of training videos for you guys when that happens. Next question. Walter, I enrolled a couple on ACA, but at the time they didn't want to enroll their kids. Okay. Now they want to. How do I add them? First of all, they should already be on the application. If you didn't put them in, you screwed up. So what you should have done is you put mom, dad, and 2 kids on the app. And then there's check boxes at the very beginning where you would have unchecked the kids. Now we're assuming that this mom and dad are claiming these 2 kids. All right. So you uncheck the kids. So you're only insuring mom and dad. Now they want coverage. Why now? If they lose Medicaid or CHIP, if they didn't, you can't get them in till November the 1st. And then they're going to start 1/1. All right, so they have to have lost coverage to get them in for 11-1. So if you screwed up and you only put mom and dad on the app, then you're going to go on and you're going to report a life change. And I would go in there. If you didn't add them, go fix it and add the kids. And then you can put that they lost Medicaid or CHIP, and it'll put them in for, assuming that they did, it'll put them in for November the 1st. And then now, starting November the 1st, all 4 of them will have it. Next question, Ivan. With the new changes from CMS regarding ACA agent transfers, will it still be profitable to conduct business outside of the enrollment? Hell yeah, for sure. Number one is this is going to allow you to build a book and retain it, because we're getting rid of those damn rat agents. A lot of them have already been suspended. So outside of the January the 15th, outside of OEP, keep running ads and you're looking for virgin clients. Or if you don't get a virgin client, you get somebody who already has a plan, but they want you, then you can do a legitimate agent of record transfer by calling the marketplace. Okay, with the insured on a 3-way call. But aside from that, yes, we still advertise. We still write a ton of business outside of open enrollment. So my opinion, for sure, you can write business. All right. So Francisco, okay, you meant for prospect who qualifies for Medicaid. Yeah. So guys, on the ACA side, if they qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, they should not be on an ACA plan. That easy. Okay. I mean, there's clear-cut rules on ACA. If they just have Part A, if they just have Part B, I should have put the middle finger, A or B, all right, sorry, A or B, they should not have Medicare. If they have them combined, I'm sorry, they should not have ACA at all. No ACA. If they have Medicaid, no ACA. And how you're going to find out is at the very end, you're going to get an eligibility. It will check and it will come back and tell the insured, hey, or tell you, prove that they don't have Medicaid, prove that they don't have VA coverage, prove that they don't have Medicare. All right, so don't put them in if they have that. Now, let's say mom, dad, you're referring to those 4 kids. No, that was Walter, I think, right? Yes. Let's go back to like Walter's scenario. And let's say he had 4, the family of 4, mom, dad, and 2 kids, but the kids had CHIP or Medicaid. And now they don't qualify anymore, or they lost it. Who cares? Whatever the reason is. Now you can add, you go back, report a life change, and then you can add the 2 kids to the plan. All right, guys. Take advantage of RetireFlo. Take advantage of Agent CRM. These are great tools for you to have. Trying to think of what else. My smart books. I posted the link. Ivan, can you post a link for smart book? Go. Where is it? Did I not make a banner for this? Yeah, I did. There we go. Guys, I have a couple of things for y'all. I'm super busy. If you want to have a one-on-one with me, unfortunately, because of the size of my book and everything I'm doing, I do sell a half hour or an hour block of my time where I am all yours. Discuss whatever you want. If you go here, you can buy an hour or half hour of my time. Secondly, if you want the smart books for ACA or Medicare, you can go on there. And then third, we're going to have my ACA 101 course is going to be updated. You can go buy the current one. It's current, but I'm just doing a brand new one, a refresh. And then lastly, guys, we are going to be doing a membership only community. All right, check this out. This is brand new. Okay, we're going to be doing a membership only community. In this community, guys, here's what we're trying to roll out. And I think it's going to, whoever joins the community, it's going to be like a mastermind for ACA and Medicare. Okay. We're going to allow you guys to come in. We're going to host 2 courses or 2 Zooms a week during AEP and OEP. Outside of the enrollment periods, we would do 1 a week. But we're going to try to bring you all everything that we're doing to grow throughout the year. We're going to bring to you. We're going to bring experts in. But I think one thing that is going to be huge is we're going to be bringing in, allow you guys to run scenarios. We're going to allow you guys to email us. Hey, I have this scenario. How do I handle it? We'll record a video and send it to you. But we're going to have these chat rooms where we can discuss whatever you want. But I want to run a ton of scenarios. That way you're out there selling. So we're creating the membership now. We'll post it out to you guys. The first 100 people get a discount on this thing. And I think it's going to work, guys. I think it's going to be valuable. You get everything we've got. We'll talk marketing. We're going to share all of our marketing strategies. We're going to share everything with you guys that we do to run a profitable agency. We're really going to make it worth the money that you're spending. You know, if you spend $1, we're going to try to take that $1, and with what we're teaching you and what we're helping you with, we want that $1 to turn into $10 for you. Okay, tenfold. That way it's worthwhile for you. All right. So we will be pushing this out soon, and we're rocking. All right, Pedro, this is the last one, and I've got a row about how about if the kids qualify for medical but not the parents? That's fine. You can do that. So let's say you got that family of 4. All right. You've got mom. Let's say for some reason they don't want coverage, but only the kids. They still got to qualify based on the household income to get subsidies. Okay, so you can do the kids and not insure mom and dad. If mom and dad have work coverage, all right, dad has coverage over here at his employer, mom has coverage at the employer, but it's too expensive to add the kids. You have to do the family glitch. I'm going to do a quickie glitch. I don't think I can do it here. Dang it. Hold on here. I don't have a writing board. Okay. I don't have that ability here. But guys, the glitch is it's been fixed, and there's a ratio. I had to write it down here. It might be hard to see. Come on. There you go. 2023, it was 9.2%. 2024, 8.39%, and 2025, 9.2%. So if mom and dad have employer coverage, in order for the kids to get subsidies, the premium for the kids has to be greater than 9.02% of their income. So you got to run some math. Stand by, guys. I'm going to make a video hopefully today that explains the glitch for 2025. I have one already for 2024. In fact, I'm going to go pull it up here. Give me 1 minute, guys. It's going to be identical to the 2025 one. Very identical. The only difference is the percentage is changing. Okay, I'm going to share this video with y'all right now. All right, that is the family glitch 2024. I will make one for 2025. Okay, it's going to be identical to this one, except in 2024 we used 8.39%. In 2025, it'll be 9.02%. So they have to exceed. All right, I'm going to do quick math. Let's say that they make $100,000 times 9.02%. Divide that by 12. 751. That's the threshold at 100,000. If the cost to add the kids exceeds 751, then the kids can get an ACA plan, or the spouse, whatever, the family, not the employee only, the family can go get an ACA plan and get subsidies. If the cost is under 751, it's affordable in the eyes of the ACA, and they can go get an ACA policy, but no subsidies. Hope that helps you out there, Pedro. All right, guys, I got to roll. Appreciate y'all being on today's YouTube Live. Don't forget, make sure you subscribe, and we will be posting out this membership coming out here really, really soon. We hope you guys join us. We're going to try to provide a ton of value to you guys. All right. Thanks again. Bye-bye.